So you get to golf this morning and this is what you're greeted with. Don't you just hate it when winter sets in? But how can you play golf through the winter, keep it productive and still enjoy yourself? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to my channel and this is your first time watching my content, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button, ring the little notification bell, and that'll notify you every time I upload new content. If you haven't done already, make sure you check out my Twitter page, and if you are a fan of Instagram, I have one of those too, so make sure you go follow me on there. Today I've got to work. I was planning on playing a few holes and going through a few different videos with you, but it seemed really fitting that we did something on winter golf, because look at this wonderland we're faced with today. And the funny thing is, however cold it looks, it's not really that cold. The sun's out, it's quite nice, it's a pleasant walk. Obviously we're on temporary greens and we're still wrapped up, I've got the mitts out, but apart from that, it's quite a nice day. So what would you do? Would you go out and play your standard game? Would you put your £5 in the pot that you would play with in the roll-up or the fiddle, or whatever you call it? Or would you try and play some games with yourself and keep it productive? Let me explain. You see, winter can throw up loads of different challenges which you wouldn't normally face in summer. Yes, it's cold, yes, it's frosty, but I'm playing a shortened course. That means that I'm going to play shots from different places that I wouldn't normally play from. I've hit driver down there, and usually I can drive this green anyway. I've hit it left, and now I'm left with a real tight chip to a temporary green from the deep rough. A shot that I wouldn't usually play. So instead of thinking I'm going to do my best to get this close and try and make my 3 and mark it on the card as a birdie, I'm trying my best to land this ball where I want to land it. So in effect, I'm working on my landing zones rather than thinking about the shot. Landed that ball exactly where I wanted it to. It took a hard bounce, obviously, so I've got a long putt for birdie. I don't really care what I make. I may even chip it again and practice some short chips. You see how I keep using the word practice here? Winter is the perfect time to take your practice out onto the golf course from the driving range. And for me, it's all about making the most of it. It's a nice morning this morning, it's not too bad. I'm never going to go out here and play someone for a tenner, because that would be pointless and you would just get frustrated. But I can definitely still work on my game and try and improve for next season when hopefully the weather improves. You see there, another shot that I wouldn't usually play. I would always putt from that distance, but it's great practice getting the lob wedge out, working on a landing zone, and seeing if I can play these finicky little chips. And I've walked away with a par. Not that that matters. Let's get gloved up and get to the next hole. So as always in my videos, guys, I want you to comment below. Today I want you to comment, would you play golf today? Or would you stay at home and not get any better, but not get frustrated? You see, that's the key thing. Can you get out here and not get frustrated? I'm going to try and land it on the temporary green. If it takes a hard bounce, I'm not going to let it bother me. I'll play the shot from where it is, and if I take a high number, I take a high number. I never understand people who bring out scorecards when it's like this today. The only scorecard I would bring out today is a stats scorecard. How many shots have I hit that I wanted to hit that way? How many fairways have I hit? How many greens have I pitched it on? Never mind if it takes a bad bounce. If I wanted to land it 155, did I land it 155? If I did, hats off, tick in the box and move on. Then practice your short game. and try and have some fun with it. Even down to the equipment I used, golf ball wise today. I'm using a yellow Titleist DT True Soft. I'm not going to use brand new Bridgestones today or brand new Pro V1s today. It takes one bad bounce and it's gone. That's £3.50 gone. That's where you could start to get frustrated with yourself. Go out and lose 3-4 Pro V1s, it becomes an expensive day. Lose 3 or 4 DT True Softs, and I'm really not that bothered. I wouldn't take it to a mega extent of using rock hard top flights because that's going to affect the enjoyment level and the feel of the game. But like today, as you can see, the sun's low, it's white on the ground, I can't see much. Hence, there. So if I've hit a good shot off this tee, which I feel like I did, but I can't tell you where it's gone. But I'm really not that bothered, because if I get down there and I don't find it, we drop one and we move on. So here I have 131 to the flag on a temporary green. I'm going to play about a 115 shot. I'm going to hit a nice gap wedge and see if I can land it at about that 115 number, and I'm preempting the bounce is going to take it up to the flag. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I'm setting myself a challenge on a day where usually if you're trying to just get a number, you could find yourself getting very frustrated. And what kind of drills have you been working on? Are you working on something in your golf swing which you don't really want to take out on the golf course when you have a card in your hand? This is the perfect time to get that drill out here on the golf course. And hopefully that gives you more time to bed that in when the season finally starts again. Come on, 115. Oh, that's good. May need to sit actually. That's landed exactly 115, it's just sat down. Just sat down on me, so it's another little chip, which I'm quite looking forward to. I do enjoy practicing these finicky little chips with my lob wedge when the ground is hard. Didn't expect it to sit so quickly, but I'm really not bothered. I hit the number exactly like I wanted to. Let's get up there. And it's amazing how quickly you get used to these little shots that you wouldn't normally play. I'm building an arsenal of shots for when the season starts again. I want to be really consistent and really comfortable around the greens with little chip shots. So in essence, what I'm doing here, I'm coming out, I'm playing golf when maybe I wouldn't have been playing golf, and I've just stayed on the range and just hit shot after shot after shot, which is good and it is practice, but it only gets you so far, doesn't it? I'm out here and I'm building positive vibes. And they're not positive vibes through scoring. It's through confidence building. It's through playing shots that I wouldn't usually play. So I'm putting myself in a position where I feel uncomfortable. Then when I pull the shot off, all of a sudden I start to feel comfortable. I'm hitting my driving iron off this 18th tee. It's a par 5. I would always hit driver off here when it matters, but I'm going to leave myself a position in where I feel uncomfortable with the next shot. Do you see where I'm going with this? Not the best strike, a little bit toey, but that's going to leave me a long way in, so I get to hit a shot that I wouldn't normally hit into this hole. So on my checklist now, or my scorecard as we called it earlier, on the last hole I hit a good drive in the fairway. I was happy with the approach shot, it landed exactly where I wanted it to. Unfortunately, it just sat down when I played for a big bounce. Played a beautiful chip shot and I didn't... Played a beautiful chip shot. Played a beautiful chip shot and didn't bother with the putt. I'm not going to start trying to hole 3 and 4 footers on temporary greens when I'm trying to build confidence, not take it away. And another thing you could do when it's like this, bring out half a set. So practice shots with clubs from yardages you wouldn't normally hit that club from. It is amazing how you start to understand the game of golf more when you hit shots to different distances, instead of just that stock 7-iron to a 155 flag. Get ready for this for a view when we get over here. I know, right? Left with exactly what I want there. I'm going to hit the gapper driving iron in again, and it should get there actually if I get a good one, depending on the bounce again. If I lose it, not too bothered, but all I'm looking for here, I'm looking for a slight draw, a nice strike and a nice trajectory. If I can tick all those off on my scorecard, I'll class that as a birdie to finish on. That just overdrew for me a little bit there, so that then lets me know that next time I'm on the range practicing, yeah, I don't really do that, but I should do. So I know that next time I plan to go and practice, I'll work on those subtle little draws and try not to have them turning over too much. Okay guys, I think I need to concentrate down here because I guess as a roundup for this video, my key point has to be, don't take yourself too seriously in winter. Try and be productive, try and improve, try and treat it as practice. And if the guys who you normally play with want to go out and play for 3 or 4 quid, then that's up to you. But do you want to improve through winter, or do you want to get frustrated? Guys, I've been James Robinson. I'm here at a winter wonderland of Huddersfield Golf Club. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, consider it and ring the little notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload new content. Check out my Twitter in that top corner. Whenever I do put new content on, or content ideas, they generally always surface on there first. And if you are a fan of Instagram and you like pictures, that's there for you too. See you soon.